What's up, everybody? Thanks for clicking on today's video. Right now, I just drove out to Nancy Hanks Gulch. When you get here, you're looking for a circular parking area just like this. It'll be right around a curve and right before you actually get to Nancy Hanks Gulch if you're coming from the Grand Junction area. I didn't get any time to do scenery on the way over here because the road was too windy and narrow, but look at that. Gorgeous orange mountains, incredible green, lush vegetation everywhere. I saw a rabbit across the road on the way in front of me. So a couple things about this location, just so you know, there's private property all over the place. So know where you're gonna go, plan your route. That way you don't end up in private property causing an issue. There's a lot of claims. There's a hummingbird mine is here. That's a private mine, you can't go there. So when you plan to come out here, follow the right trails and know where you're going. So let's see what we find. So far, I just found this cool crystal as soon as I stepped out of my car. We're here to look for amethyst, but I don't know what that is, but I think it's pretty cool. Maybe we'll get a better view of it later, but yeah, I'm excited to be here. Here's that crystal from the parking lot. It is mica. There was a lot of mica on that trail, and a lot of times it looks like quartz faces, so you just kind of have to ignore it. But when you find a neat piece like this, it's always a lot of fun. It's probably the most beautiful place I've ever been rock hounding. This is just really amazing scenery. Wow. Not a lot of rocks yet, but we'll see what comes next. All right, you guys, so I found a little bit of malachite on this rock here and some little pieces of fluorite, which is kind of cool. I followed the trail right until it leads to this wash, and then you follow the wash up, and I guess there's supposed to be a fluorite mine and then the amethyst collecting area. So let's see what else we find. Zoe and Luna are doing great today on the trail, really enjoying themselves, making sure to stay out of the cactus. Good girls. I know it's just a tiny pebble, but this is the very first piece of amethyst I've ever found. And that's really exciting. It's cool that we can find gemstones in the United States. That's what I'm here for. There it is. Getting distracted by all these little things in this one spot. I found a little tiny quartz crystal here too. There's no purple in it, but cool. First crystal, first full crystal of the day. Haven't even gotten to the spot yet. I found a geocache. How cool is that? Geocache. I'm gonna open up, see what's in it. How exciting is that, guys? Geocache site. These are the crystals that were in there. I'm gonna have to put them back because you're not supposed to take stuff from these. You're not supposed to put stuff in. Maybe I'll drop in a crystal or something. There's some bouncy balls, a glove, a cigarette. This little notebook has entries from a lot of people that have found this geocache, which is really cool. These things, toy soldiers, bullet casing, just knickknacks, you know. These are like hairpins. These are tape dispensers and pens. There's like a little magnet in there. Really neat. So I'm gonna stuff all that back in and keep moving. Well, I think we've made it to the main spot. It's pretty nice here. There's a lot of fluorite coming out of those holes in the ground that people are digging. Some of the main veins are up there, apparently. I met a gentleman who showed me that this is the main spot. And I found a couple pieces of amethyst here so far. And I just dug a little hole. And I'm gonna see what's in my sifter. All right, so that's what was in the first sifter. A couple of quartz points and a couple of nice green pieces of fluorite. We'll see what keeps coming. Something that happens here that's super cool is that the amethyst crystals grow on the fluorite crystals. So you can get combo pieces that are really pretty. Just found some calico pyrite right there with that beautiful gold shimmer. And some malachite and azurite. So this used to be a copper mine too. Pretty freaking cool. I'm gonna do more digging. I'm just prospecting around, checking out the different spots. You can see the soil here changes a lot. So there's a lot of different minerals. And it's really fun to go and see the different spots here. I'm gonna keep looking. Biggest piece of amethyst I found so far. Really beautiful purple color. I really can't wait to get all my finds home so I can clean them up. Another sweet piece. This whole part's purple, and this whole part's green. When that cleans up, it's gonna be awesome. Can't wait to show it to you. Yeah, I have to say this is the find of the day. Look at that. Beautiful. You can see the fluorite terminating, and then the amethyst crystals grew on top of that. All this beautiful purple color. Really nice size. Gorgeous. Well guys, I got my bucket full for the day. Mostly big matrix pieces, a lot of dirt, a lot of little pieces of amethyst, some little pieces of calcite, also some chalcopyrite. Pretty excited, and now I gotta hike it all out. So I'm gonna go do that now. See you later. I'm on my way out, and I noticed a cool mine shaft. Check this out. Oh geez, sorry, bad camera work because the dog's leash was stuck, but there's a railroad tie right here. So they were using railroad carts to pull probably copper ore and other things out of this mine shaft that says no trespassing all over it, that I'm not into. And it's starting to get too hot, so I gotta keep hiking out. Not gonna explore this at all. Pretty interesting. There's definitely fluorite on the ground. Right outside of it, there's some green fluorite. Here. So yeah, cool. I'm gonna keep hiking out. Alrighty, so here's the reveal video. This one's probably the biggest, most kind of spectacular piece. I really like it because it's got the fluorite on both sides, and then the amethyst kind of grew in between the fluorite. Really, really pretty. I want to put that on a stand or something. It's got a little bit of the copper ore on the outside, which is really cool. Really shows off the locality. So the biggest crystal was this one. Really pretty, popped out of the wall. I got all excited. A little bit of damage on a couple of the faces, but nice sizable piece, could make a nice pendant. This was the amethyst that I got. There was one of the bigger ones with some nice color on the side. This was probably my favorite chunk of amethyst, just because it's kind of damaged on the front. It's nice though, but it's purple. But then, boom, green fluorite all over the back of it. So that one's really exciting for me. I got a couple of other good pieces with fluorite and amethyst involved. For sure, some nice combos. This one has fluorite and calcite. So it looks like there's some calcite crystals growing here on top of the green fluorite. Some more calcite crystals on the back. That's kind of cool. We are getting some quartz in this location. So there's some quartz crystals. There might be some purple in there, I don't know. I saw some that was kind of smoky. This one is purple on green fluorite, really nice. Oh, and maybe some chalcopyrite in there as well. That's neat. So that's a nice combo. Here's some of the copper ore that we found that was really oxidized. Thought that was really cool. It had some yellow on it, and then this green, and that was kind of in a pocket. So I did get a few pieces of that material. Pretty cool. Some more copper ore. There was a bit of more chunky quartz. Here were some nice quartz crystals in a cluster. These are more smokies. Still kind of dirty, need to get cleaned up a little bit more. Here were some loose crystals that were just around. Some quartz, maybe kind of smoky. Again, those are all gonna need an iron out bath to get all the red stuff off of them, because the hematite and the pyrite that's in the soil just kind of decays and gets this red oxidized stuff all over everything. Here's some fluorite on the matrix rock. You can see wherever there's cracks in the rock is usually where the fluorite came in, and then when there was enough, wherever there was enough space is when the amethyst came in afterwards, as you can tell here. There was some really nice examples of chalcopyrite. This one has some really small flakes of gold, and when you get it wet it's a little nice, but it's got the blue azurite and a little bit of malachite and chrysocolla on it, which is nice. It's a good combo piece. This one was really cool. This is probably the best example of flash on a chalcopyrite that I got. It's got like that gold and orange flashy part on it. That's really cool, and that actually goes all the way around the rock, but not as pretty as that one spot. The other one that was super spectacular, even though it's tiny, is this one, I thought, because it has that royal blue azurite on the outside, and then beautiful golden chalcopyrite all the way over the rest of the rock. That's super cool. I only found a few tiny chips of that kind of material. So it's kind of rare, really pretty. It's a motorcycle going by. Oh good, they stopped. Azurite. Not a ton of azurite, so the ones that I found I made sure to pick up. The fluorite in chunks. I got some really nice chunks of fluorite. This one is probably my favorite because it had a really dark green color to it. Again, it needs to get cleaned up and everything, but it's gorgeous. All right, so that's Nancy Hanks Gulch, you guys. You can see that there's some really nice copper minerals coming out of there, as well as the amethyst and the fluorite. I found out that the previous owner of that claim belongs to the Grand Junction Gem and Mineral Club, so they've got some really nice pieces that I'd like to see someday. Shout out to the Hummingbird Mine. When I asked the Hummingbird Mine, I said, hey, where can I dig? And they said, well, do some research on Nancy Hanks Gulch. So if you want this material, but you're not gonna go there, talk to the Hummingbird Mine. It's literally like on the same hill. So it's the same material, if not a lot better material. So if you want to make purchases of this kind of stuff, I would definitely recommend Purple Heart Mine. If you see a certain rock that I have that you're interested in, again, you can just give me a shout out. Or if you want to know more about this location or how to get there, just, you know, reach out to me. Lawnmower just passed by. So yeah, reach out on loveandstonecreations.com. You can find the links there to the Instagram and the Facebook, and my shop is on there as well. I've got some of my tumbled stones and some of my wire wraps. Yeah. Thanks a lot for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and maybe leave a comment of what you thought about today's video, and then share it to show your friends. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a beautiful day.